right, man. First and foremost, man, I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate you sitting down doing this street interview with me, man. I feel that it's really important to get, people who don't necessarily get a voice. I like giving people a voice who don't necessarily have a voice. You know what I mean? And I feel like out here on these streets, it's like being out here and homeless, man. They're essentially like making it illegal, and I think it's a tragedy.
Yeah, they just passed that recently.
It's awful. When you can't go to parks and just hang out,
it's messed up.
It's messed up. So we're gonna start from the beginning, all right?
Yeah. I don't. That's all I got to tell you. Huh? I'll give you the ends of it. Just wait a second.
What is your name, age, and current living situation, man?
So my name is Robert Stokes, but I go by as Bobby, and I'm 38. And current living situation is out here on the streets.
Yeah, that's awful, man. I know we just talked a little about it, but can you tell me about your journey and what was life like prior to you being out here on the streets?
Yeah, so I actually came from doing pretty well for myself. I was originally born in LA, but I grew up in Ireland because taken away from my parents because drug problems, of course. Funny enough, I slipped right back into it myself.
Yeah.
But at 21, I got deported from Europe under suspicion of international trafficking, where I was the DJ and I just traveled around DJing. So I got booted back to Cali, so I did pretty well, cleaned up my act over there. I was a flair bartender for Harris Casino for 10 years, steady 10 years, doing real good, but of course, slipped right back into drugs again, and next thing you know, I had to disappear from Cali, go up to Idaho, take care of my grandmother because of a hit put on my head by my own club, which is Bike Club. So, and then from there, I ended up losing everything through alcohol, because up in Idaho, I just went into alcohol. I just keep jumping from one addiction to another, I guess.
Yeah.
And from there, I just lost everything. My fiance, my grandmother wasn't doing well. She lost her apartment because of me and all this. And in my lowest, I ended up finding a little puppy and saving his life. And went on the road.
That's amazing. Now that you say something about these dogs, can I showcase them?
Yeah,
if you don't mind. These are beautiful dogs.
This is Loki, 10 years old, good old Papa, and this is his son now, Tank, 1 year old.
Yeah, beautiful dogs, man.
So,
real nice looking dogs, man.
Thank you. I give compliments all nonstop.
These
every
dogs
day.
are
it's
amazing.
And well behaved too.
Yeah, that's a
So freaking, I left Idaho with a puppy and paid a friend, so-called friend of mine, $1,000 to take me back to San Diego, and of course he wasn't a real friend, which most street friends are.
Yeah.
And he screwed me over, tried killing me out in the desert because of a price put on my head, and next thing you know, I was left out there to die with no transportation, nothing, middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's awful, man.
There's craziest thing ever in my life, man. Fucking realize that you look around and there's not a light, road anywhere, just absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Just pure black void. We just
horrible.
wandered around in the desert for like 2 days and 2 nights, following a compass, roughly going a certain direction that I thought we might go to hit a road.
Yeah, that's horrible, man. Once that that snowball gets going, man, it gets going fast.
It does. You can't stop it. Everyone thinks you can. Everyone thinks, oh no, I'm better than that, but it will eat you up.
Everybody's susceptible to becoming homeless. I say that a lot, man.
I say the same thing, that a lot of these people out here, that maybe look down on us or might think about it a certain way, you're just one paycheck away from
one paycheck.
being
That's
right
my
there on the
favorite saying,
streets.
man. One paycheck away, a slip, fall, burp, whatever you want to say away from being on the streets, man. I also feel like America's lost what it's like to be empathetic or compassionate to someone who they feel is less than or less fortunate.
I fully agree with you. We've separated the whole social freaking statuses so much now.
The status quo. It's awful, man, and I think it needs to be changed.
Big time.
And that brings me, what's a typical day on the streets look like for you? I know it's a lot of people say it's always the same old same. Is it different? What is it like for you, man?
So I will say, you're kind of right in that sense that it is the same old thing. And it's pretty sad that it's wake up, you're going to be hurting, you got to figure out to get high, figure out how to get something or find something, or how are you going to get money to obtain whatever your drug of choice is. And then from there is just trying, as we like to say, come up throughout the day.
The the kibbles and bits,
exactly.
The extras.
Like, oh, I came up on a bike today. Oh, I came up on a trailer, or I came up on a bag of food or dog food. It could be anything.
Yeah.
And all it really is just every day is just trying to come up a little bit more to help what you've lost the previous day. But it's always two steps forward, one step back.
100%. I agree.
Because everyone's stealing out here from each other.
Yeah, that's another big thing out here, and I think it's awful. I always say, why would someone steal from someone in the same situation? It's almost as bad as tripping someone on the way down to the lunch line.
Yeah,
we're gonna eat at the same table, but I want to trip you first. You know?
Big time.
And I think it's real horrible, man. You can't go forward looking in the rear view mirror. You know,
you can't. No, I like that saying. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a crabs in a barrel mentality, and I think it needs to change. You know,
it
what
really
I mean?
does. You know, if we're gonna have any change out here, you know, and most of us get housing and whatnot, that's gonna be the first thing that needs to be changed. You know,
100%.
I've always said, you know, if we actually put our efforts together and come together as one, you know, we might actually have a chance to get off this.
Wow,
you know?
Very well said. Now I gotta ask you, since you have 2 dogs, right? I always ask people who's, you know, has a friend or 2 dogs or a dog or so, is it better out here being on the streets by yourself or having company or with the significant other? What say you?
So on that sense, and I'm actually definitely good in this topic because, yeah, I've been 10 years on the streets, originally with a puppy, and when I first wound up on the streets, everyone tried taking him away from me because he's like a $2,000 dog. Everyone's like, no, he's gonna die. You won't be able to keep him. You won't be able to keep him nutrition and sustained and whatnot.
Yeah.
And that just pushed me even more to, you know, prove all the haters wrong. And here I am still with him today, you know, in perfect health and doing great. So it is a benefit having a significant other or dogs, but then it's also a huge freaking con too, because in a sense, the advantages is when I go to sleep on wherever I choose at that time, I have a little bit more security that someone's not going to sneak up on me and whatnot because they're always watching.
100%.
I don't know what you're eating, butthead.
Yeah.
But then on the sense, it's a huge struggle because here I had to ride my bike and my trailer from 32nd Street all the way here, and I'm holding onto handlebars, holding 2 leashes, and having to balance the trailer of stuff at the back.
Wow, yeah.
And half that stuff is just stuff for the dogs too. It's food, their bed, toys, whatnot.
Things to occupy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then as well, the last point is, you don't have any freedom when you have dogs out here. You know, I can't just, how I met you is I'm here waiting for someone to show up to watch my dogs and my stuff so I could go in and get some groceries. Simple as that, you know? So it's always an added step where I have to pay somebody to watch my dogs just for something simple.
There's always
Using
a
the
roadblock.
restroom is something, you know? I got to think ahead. So many steps.
Yeah, wow.
And with the significant other, I've also had at one time, it turns out to be worse, I think, every time because I don't know. I'm not saying that females are worse about it, but in the sense I've always noticed their significant others are always doing some shady something just to get another sack or get a couple bucks, and it's sad to see the heartbreak. There's always heartbreak in couples out here.
Man, very well said, man. What's been the hardest part of being homeless for you, man?
So, that's a good question. Actually, that's a very good question. I'd say hygiene, honestly.
Really? Hygiene, showers, and things like that?
Like after the past couple of days, like my left foot is still a little messed up because it's just been wet for 3 days on end. I've ran out of clean socks kind of deal, and that's why I need to go in and get some medication and stuff. That's probably the hardest thing, you know. If we had showers out here, that'd be huge. And, and actually, another big point is having somewhere to put our stuff. You know, I've always
carry
said
it everywhere.
That's a big problem, exactly, and that's why we're losing everything. So it's always a fight to regain what you've lost. So if we had lockers or something that you could rent for a couple bucks a day,
it would make it a hell of a lot easier.
Huge. You know, that means I wouldn't be losing my ID, my social security card, my birth certificate,
yes, sir,
and all that.
Man, is there a particular experience you've had while homeless that stands out? I know there's probably been a lot or a few.
Funny enough, actually, yes, there's a big one recently.
Yeah.
I was About 2 weeks ago, I came out to fly a sign over here on this intersection. And normally I like to show up in the morning, do like 2 hours, every couple days or whatnot. I do pretty well because of the dogs.
Okay,
People only actually benefit because of the dogs, which is sad, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I sat down, held up my sign, and a lady pulled up. She gave me $1,000, which is crazy.
That's
and
amazing,
she gave me a
man.
job
Good for you.
at
Good
her
for
warehouse
you.
in Mesa, and that's why I'm here right now. Is she gave me an opportunity that if I went to Detox, get clean, and then give her a call and show up in Mesa ready to work, I would have a job that I can bring my dogs to. That's a big
Wow.
problem with me getting a job is what to do with my dogs. So
Yeah.
she's relieved me in that sense. She's like, don't go spend all this on drugs, and I hope I see you within 2 weeks.
Man, that's
And that was
so
about a week and a half
amazing.
ago, so here I am trying to get into Detox tomorrow or the day after.
Man, that's amazing, man.
Huge.
I know you can do it, dude.
Couldn't believe it. Thank you.
Yeah, I know you can do
I
it.
believe it. I can,
Yeah.
because I'm so sick of it at this point
Yeah.
out here. It
Gotta
used to be
be,
fun,
man.
but it's not fun anymore.
Yeah, all them fun when you were young, stuff like this
Yeah.
was fun. But now
Exactly.
when you get into
At 38
yeah,
now.
it's over. It's time.
Yeah.
What is the most common reason you see for people ending up homeless, man?
Honestly, I think it would have to be problems with their family.
Really?
I think so, a lot. I guess with this kind of generation and whatnot, kids like to rebel and do their own thing and, put their own stamp on their life. And it seems like what I see is that you have, let's say, a young kid or girl at 20 years old or even younger wanting to do something in life, and they're shut down, closed off by their parents. So, of course, they're just going to rebel against them. So they just
100%.
like, fuck it, I'm going to go and wander the streets for a night, and then that's just a slippery slope. And next thing you know, years later, here they are.
There it
And their
is.
mentality's gone. They're yelling at the sky, completely lost their mind, and
Yeah, that's horrible.
people taking advantage of them. Like, it's a sad thing.
Yeah. If you could speak to your younger self, what would you say?
Don't do drugs.
Man.
Seriously, everyone laughs about it, everyone says
Nah,
it, and
yeah.
when I was
It's
young,
real, man.
when I was young, starting doing drugs, I always said, that's stupid, right?
Never
And
gonna be me.
That'd never
Yeah.
be me, but honestly, it's definitely taking a full circle, and don't get into it because it's a slippery slope.
100%, I agree. Is there a person or organization that has made a significant and or positive impact on your life since you've been out here? Like a church or like that person you just mentioned?
Yeah,
Would you like to shout her name out or?
I actually don't know her name,
Okay,
and I'd
it's
rather
okay.
keep that actually
Yeah,
confidential anyways, but...
I'm sorry.
No, you're all good. You're all good. There would be one, and it's actually pretty hard for me to think of one, which is pretty sad to be honest.
Yeah.
But there's a church here just down the street on like 38th and Thomas, and the pastor's name is Pastor Mark, and it was really nice because he gave us homeless a place to sleep at night that was safe, because
Really?
it has a big major courtyard and it's like away from the main street, even though it's on the main street. And he said that we can go, show up, sleep there, as long as we're gone by 6 in the morning and clean up. Right? Yeah, put your
Yeah.
voice in.
Yeah.
As long as we cleaned up after ourselves and didn't cause trouble. And it was great for a while, but then we had some
Someone ruins
riffraffs. Someone came in to break a window for no reason. Now they're blowing pot smoke in the building and stuff like that. No one wanted to leave at 6 in the morning, and I'm there. I'm really good friends with Pastor Mark, and I would always try and help him and get everyone going, and it's just impossible because
Yeah.
the more we try and pull each other together, the more it pushes us apart, it feels like.
Yeah, one always messes it up for the few,
Yeah.
and vice versa.
It's sad.
What is a skill or talent you may have that people might not expect?
Flair bartending is one.
That's dope.
Juggling bottles professionally, doing
Man, that's
a whole
awesome,
set of
bro.
tricks. I've done so many competitions from Vegas all the way up and
Wow.
down Cali. I've even judged competitions all the way up to amateur level, and I was on a very prestigious team called the Flair Holics and everything
Wow.
that no one could even believe because it's just, even though it was only like 10, 15 years ago, it's so far away from where I am now, sadly.
Man, that's crazy.
know?
You never know who you'll meet out here. I've met
Yeah.
ex-CEOs, I've met
Yeah.
ex-millionaires, just a
Very
variety
true.
of different faces
So
and people that
true.
are very smart and acute and intelligent, man.
Yeah.
And just you never know who you're gonna meet out
And
here,
that's a
man.
big thing, you know. It's sad how everybody writes off the homeless, where they don't know that most of them have a very genuine talent or very intelligence that
100%.
just blows you away. That you're just like, wow.
Yeah, just like talking to you, you're very smart.
Thank you.
Right away, I
that.
knew that. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be just a bump in the road for you.
Yeah.
Even though it don't matter how long, you just have to want it. And what it took was for that lady to do what she did, offer you the situation with
just someone
your
that
two
showed
dogs.
me a bit of compassion. That's what it was. Like someone that actually kind of gave a fuck for once.
Man.
I feel like no one ever does, you know.
Yeah,
And that just got me determined and ready to
fired up.
prove all the haters wrong, you know. Because right now I have about 30, 40 people. They're all telling me, oh, I'm gonna blow it all and I ain't gonna do nothing with it, and that just pushes me and drives me even more.
Nah, they just want you to go spend your money
all
on,
it is.
you know.
Exactly, you know, and whatever they want.
Yeah, nah. You'll do what you need to do.
Yeah, and I still have a third of that money left put away at a friend's house, so I'm happy about it. I got a phone now and got a bike and a trailer again, so I feel like I'm doing the right things.
You are, man. Man, what is something you wish more people understood about being homeless, man?
Just try and be compassionate towards others.
Yeah.
Since like I've had food thrown at me out of people's cars before as I'm just walking, or so many, like you could say almost hate crimes in a sense, you know, where people sees our card or something like that and they're drunk or whatnot, they'll just go fuck it all up. And
that's crazy.
Just for the laugh, just for the fun of it, you know, and that's the sad part of it, you know. People don't realize the repercussions that come from a lot of their actions, you know.
Very true.
Something small like that could set us back like a month or so. Like that's how I've lost all my documents, my social, my ID and all that, just from dumb fucking acts of people.
Senseless, yeah. And last but not least, man, I told you I didn't want to keep you long. I gotta ask, do you have a Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or anything like that, just in case anybody who sees this video, man, you never know. They might want to help you out, man.
Quit your horse place. Well, sadly to say, yes, I used to. But
it's
from having my phone jacked so many times, now I can't even open up a Cash App because of fraud alert and whatnot. So that's the sad point of it, you know, is that I used to have all those things, but not anymore. But I got this. So anyone, I accept the prayers and the good wishes.
We'll definitely do that for you, man. Thank you so much. You've been a gentleman and a scholar, man.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
One of the best interviews I feel I've had, man. Very in depth.
I tried on this one. So.
Yeah, this was a good interview, man.
Yeah,
I think anyone who sees it will be able to learn from this.
And I hope a lot of people check this guy out, man, because he's doing something good out here and actually can make a difference and a change.
Man, I appreciate it.
I don't see that at all ever, man. So it really freaking warms my heart to see that, you know.
Man, salute to you.
All my best wishes go, man.
Man, likewise, bro. Thank you so much. Have a good one, all right?
For sure.